shall say indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved YouTube friends. It's nice to have you. Let's wish, let's hope. No, it's giving me the black screen of death. It's gonna work, I'm sure, this time. Let's see. I did copy the title as well. Double win. Let's see. Triple win. It's gonna go live this time. A triple win. Yes, indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again. It's so nice to have you here now. Living fully, because we're living now. And the only way to live now, the only way to live fully, is to live now. You know what I'm saying? I hope so. Up to you, dear Connor, Joy V, and Shannon, Nana. So nice to have you, friends. Even Y is here right now with us. I'm gonna go and get myself some more water. I do have some water, but this one is empty. It's completely empty. I'll be right back. Do wait for me. Please. Thank you for the love, dear Shan. Thank you for the love, dear Jody. I appreciate you, friends, saying hi to our loved ones. Yeah, didn't take you long. See that bee? See that bee? Huh? You see that bee? You see that bee? You think he's gonna mess with us? Probably gonna mess with us. Can I get my seat back, please? Please, Bippy, can I please have my seat? Please. I'm gonna do this. Can I get my seat? I'm stepping on it. I'm getting closer still. Thank you, Bippy. Thank you so much, Derek Dog. Thank you for joining me too. Bippy is gonna be our guard dog in the background, doing all the things. I know the bee is. I know, Bippy. You see how she notices the bee as well. It's very much not a vibe sometimes. The fact that they're chasing the dogs as well, you know, like even the dogs were like frightenedly like bunkering down inside of our home, and if they would find them outside, dogs that is, they would just like storm them as well. So Pippi is like, Pippi was shaking. She was actually shaking day before yesterday, you know, in fear of all of these bees flying around. Oh, Pippi, I'm so sorry, sweet girl. This one can feel a little bit, you know, but then I'll read like something that can in the other direction directly afterwards. But it is very much applicable to what we're talking about today. Talking about how to live fully. You know, we talked about wasting time yesterday. So I feel talking about living fully is going to be a beautiful transition. The thing we're saying that came up to me today, at least, was this one. I, and I alone, am the source of what I experience and perceive. Dear Rambler, you, dear Rambler, are the source of what you experience and perceive. How about that? Right? And then it can feel, oh, that's a little bit presumptuous of you, isn't it, Mel? That's a little bit big-headed. It's a little bit egotistical, don't you think? And then it goes directly afterwards into genuine humility flows from the deep-seated recognition that you cannot save yourself, that you are created and not creator, and that you are a fact and not a cause. I feel like the last bit of it kind of resonates more than the previous bit, the first bit of it, right? That you cannot save yourself. I feel this specific one kind of like dives into the fact that you're not unsaved ever, right? My hair giving me a unibrow. Yeah. You cannot save yourself because you already are saved. You know? And then this wanting to save ourselves what are we going to do? Live more fully, realizing that the only way for us to live fully is to live now. Literally right now. That's the only fullness that you'll ever need. Just now. This is all there is. Dang! Dang! So nice to have you. We're Jumper. Thank you for the all-seeing upvote, dear friend. I appreciate it. It's nice to have you. I believe Brother Isaac is joining us too. Even the gateway process. So much love to you. How is your fractal of life, friends? Greener and greener by the day. Very windy. Very windy as of late. But greener, you know. I can definitely feel summer is a coming. It's getting hot. How about for you, Connor? Do tell us how your fractal's going as well. It's so early, I'm tired and still in bed. I'm just hearing, those old-timey internet dial-up sounds coming from Joy Vive's brain right now. Tuning into the infinity again. Love to you, Joy Vive. I'm hoping that this infinity serves you, right? The fact that the only way for you to live fully, if you want to, I'm not even saying you have to, but the only way for you to live fully is just to live right now. So here you are, living fully, you full liver, you. Thank you for choosing to spend some of this fullness, this life with me. I appreciate it more than I can say. It's nice to have you friends here. I'm doing great cartoons, feeling grateful for life and to be alive. And to be alive with all of you beautiful friends. Thank you for asking. How are you? Thank you for asking. Pew pew pew. Sending pew pews right back to you. Gateway. Love to you, friend. Isaac. So much love to you too. Haven't been able to be here for a bit. Really excited to join in while at the office today. And we're excited to have you, dear Isaac. You've been missed, dear friend. You've been missed. And yet, here you are, full now. It's nice to have you. Thank you, joining. Thank you for joining us, dear friend. It's nice to have you, man. You've been missed. How's life been? How's Love of Jazzy? How's Scout? So happy you're here, doing well. Thank you for asking. Just took a cold shower, feeling electric today. Yeah, Connor. Yeah, right? Taking cold showers makes you feel like an absolute superhero. Like actually, you feel super strong. Not only strong for the fact that you have transcended this mental battle of I'm gonna do this thing to myself, but then after you get out of the shower, the heightened dopamine is just like constantly reminding you of how badass you are. You're like, yeah, yeah. Like all of these well articulated videos of why cold showers is good for you, and then Mel's description. Yeah, wow. Thank you, brother Bear, for doing that for yourself. Why is the gateway and why modern friends? How's a beautiful day? Thank you for sending love, Connor. It's nice to have you. I'm doing well today. I've been having a really tough time lately. Anxiety has been a bit of a shadow on me lately. Slowly gaining peace. Same, dude. Very much same. Doing well. Starting a fast today, Nate. You friends are just actively inspiring me, aren't you? Please do. Please do. Like I was having some trouble. A friend yesterday shared that she has received unfortunate medical news. And that was the first thing that came to my mind is, have you considered fasting? Have you just considered not eating food for 2 weeks? See if it helps. It has helped me in more occasion than one, but it's naive for me to believe that it's easy to do that. Never mind, someone will listen upon me suggesting it. So the fact that you are doing it for yourself, Nate, have a good time, friend. Realize that it's mind over matter. I know you know it's mind over matter. Go for as long as you feel comfortable. Get them health benefits. Get them longevities. Get them mucous membrane repairs. Get them autophagies. Thank you for getting the fullness of life with me, Nate. It's nice to have you here, friend. What are you anxious about? That's a good question. Been feeling like this huge sense of foreboding, of dread. Not over anything I can seem to see, just in general. Feeling a bit frail, yet I know I'm not. Oh, brother Isaac. It's interesting that you're going through that now, dude. Like, that was where I was like a week ago. And I feel some of our other friends might have been there as well, like a week ago. Keep with it. Just keep with it, but it gets better. And it was this beautiful realization to me as well of the fact that reality and anxiety technically arises from the same information. right? And then the story we tell ourselves about the information is where the anxiety arises from. And you might, at this point in your fractal, be telling yourself a story that can be more anxiety driven, right? Even if it's not knowing what is driving the anxiety, that can be anxiety driven. And just to be with it, to be like, huh, this is how I feel right now. Look around. Oh, I have walls around me. I have a vehicle to take myself to work with. I have a beautiful little scout that loves and adores me. I have a wife. Fucking, this dude has a wife. Has an actual wife right now. Right? Like, remind yourself, stoically, remind yourself the things you have and how you would regret, how you would dread, how you would yearn towards them if you did not have them. Brother Bear, we're here with you. No matter how you feel, no matter what you're going through, we accept you. It's nice to have you here, Brother Bear. Thank you for asking. I hope so much love and light is passing through all of your spaces more and more every day. Sometimes the love and light can, teach us lessons, illuminate darknesses inside of ourselves, right? But still, love and light. Thank you so much. I'm not sure, Shannon. Lately, I've just felt the opposite of rooted and confident in myself, frustratingly so. Like my subconscious has been feeling like a sick kiddo. Very relatable. I'm trying to think how I dealt with that. Wu Wei. Wu Wei has been very present for me in my life as of late. Yeah. I don't think I have to say anything. Wu Wei teachers would applaud me for not saying anything. They'd be like, yeah, this dude knows. No, I don't. Oh, he knows even more, but I don't actually know anything. Oh, he knows everything. No, I don't. Having gut health issues. There we go. It helps. Hoping a fast helps alleviate it. It will, Brother Bear. It really will. And I'm saying this not knowing that it actually will, but if you have gut, digestive issues, anything with your microbiome is kind of out of whack. Taking a break, taking a step back from consumption of food can kind of leave your body in a state where it almost doesn't have a choice. It has to repair itself. You'll get better soon, Nate. Thank you, dear friend, for sharing with us, for showing us that there is a way out. Do let us know how it goes. Give us updates as you go through it. Good luck, Jumper. Hope it works for you. Thank you. With that, I appreciate it, Rambler. I think I missed one from Connor as well. Here we go. I was about to say it seems like a lethargic subconscious. I have been feeling anger lately for no reason as well. Just like Melty said, sitting with the feeling and piecing it apart works most times. I've also been angry, Connor. Very angry, like dangerously angry. But I haven't been angry at my family members, and it's kind of like a stoic quote that has been helping me through my anger as of late. One by, I think, Seneca. And this is one of those quotes that kind of like makes you feel something, just as well, right, in my book of things we're saying, where he goes, men will cease being so angry once they stop being so hopeful. And I was like, oh, dude, I don't want to not be hopeful. Huh? Huh? I think it's expectation. I feel the hopefulness is good, but hopefulness usually does come alongside expectation, and that makes us viscerally angry. So angry. He goes, Joy, as je wil. Wil jy 'n bong saam met my rook daal? Gaan jy bietjie saam met my rook hierdie keer? Was dit laas keer die saam gerook? Nee. Ja, nee, nou nie. So ons kan vanaand op die sterre kyk. Ek dink die maan is halfpad vol. Jy saam met hom sit vir 'n rukkie. Okay. En 'n cushion van. This is beloved Rudo. I've told you friends about him a few times at this point, but he's never joined us for a stream. This is him. Like when I say he's the sexy one, for a reason. It's like a jy hier moet dat. Dankie dat jy my join, man. You want to tell us about what you've been busy with?
So mainly with my project that's been keeping me very busy. Actually, my experimentals earlier this week.
Okay. What does that entail?
We're doing condition monitoring of bearings. So when bearings start to fail, you want to detect damage at an early stage.
It's like sensors or
Yeah.
okay.
So you use sensors to pick up vibration, and then as some debris or damage occur in the bearing, it sends like impulses. And you
Okay.
must detect the impulses by using signal processing methods to separate the signals with the noise, and then you must see what kind of damage happens, where the damage happens, how far the damage is happening, and, like, is it bad? You need to replace the bearing. Is it early stage?
This is pretty cool actually. And do they give you the sensors and the system and then you have to figure out how
so
to
they gave us the whole system. We just had to use it
Okay.
and implement the stuff. And then damage the bearings, and then insert the bearing to see if it actually picks up the damage.
the noise maybe produced by the oscillations.
Yeah, just the noise from normal, vibration,
Yeah.
and then extra noise from the actual damage.
Probably has like a cleaner like noise profile if it's working efficiently, and then it has like some sort of distribution of a like extra noise like roughness to your sine wave.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, dude.
It is, but it's pretty difficult as well.
Like he has a vacation now for like the next 10 days,
Mm.
and then 3 days. Like 3 days after your vacation is done, this project has to be in. So
Yeah, so we don't have vacation.
Yes,
That's
we
pretty much what they tell us.
yeah, it's like
But it is final year, so
that's true. Yeah, like he's
I'll-
finishing. Like this is his final year actually.
yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, like I was just talking to Shannon, like about the fact that you're almost finishing and that this might be the last time you're home before you're done.
No.
Not exactly.
No, I have a wedding on the 1st of October.
Okay.
We come back in between, like for a long weekend or a weekend. So, but yeah, it's not gonna be probably like another once more,
Yeah.
twice more.
And then, like I was saying to her, you're gonna have to go an adult though.
Yeah, I'm keen for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it. I think you're gonna enjoy it from the perspective of having a new experience.
Yeah,
You know, to
new step
be
in my life.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's a cool difference, dude. I think it's gonna be something you'll do good at. This dude is an absolute inspiration in my life. Like I've never seen someone work as hard as Rito Khan. You know, and like I've been jokingly talking to other friends. Like I have a bunch of friends who have interesting ideas for projects as well. And this one friend asked me, "Do I know anything about mechanical engineering?" And I'm like, "Well, I have a sibling who is studying to become a mechanical engineer." You know, and he tells me this story, and it basically gets to this point where I'm like, yeah, I hear this project you're working on, but I'd rather keep him for myself because I want him. He's gonna be, whoever gets to hire him is just going to, get an exponential return pretty much instantaneously. Is that your brother slash friend? Missed the intro. This is Rudo. This is my younger brother. He's 2.5 years younger than me.
yeah,
He's been here my whole life, and I was thinking about the relationship that we have with one another, how it has completely changed from this kind of aggressive, combative, always one-upmanshiping type of relationship to
not even long ago.
yeah, like what?
3 years ago.
3 years
4
ago.
years ago.
Exactly. To like after I came back from China, I got so shook that I couldn't be ungrateful anymore. And me and Rido, like the first time I ever smoked weed again, coming back from China, me and him smoked together. And we smoked this joint basically a little bit away from the home. We walked inside and we sat on his bed and had a conversation. And I've shared this with you friends before, but that day it felt like it was the first time I ever heard you speak.
Mm.
And something that he mentioned to me was the fact that it wasn't so much that he couldn't say something to me, but more the fact that all of the things that he held on to, all of the hurt that me and him have between one another was almost like this wall that stopped him from being himself with me. And that day, that wall completely melted away. And we haven't built it up again.
No, luckily not.
To reach out to your loved ones, smoke a joint with them. I know it doesn't work that way, but it might.
Could help, actually.
It could help, yeah. Oh, your brother. Thank you for asking, Nate. It's nice to have you, friend. Let's see if this thing is glitching. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Melty friend, Melty brother, Connor. Whoa, right, right. Gateway process. I know, right. I see. Oh man, ik heb klomp van gemist nou alweer. I'm sorry for missing your comments. Been feeling like this usage of okay, think of everyone. Anxious, sick of kiddo, subconscious will be in there. It's just a matter of time that it is. I appreciate all you friends so much. We will, Connor. The existential dread is just one aspect of the cosmic giggle. Yeah, being like, what is the meaning of life? What do I mean in life? The meaning crisis. Be with it. Be with it. You mean something just by being. I had this as a like a line in my yoga today, you know, that if you as you are aren't, then everything that makes up your experience, your relationships, the way you eat your food, the foods you enjoy eating, your creative projects, the work you want to do, all of that goes away with you. So realize that you matter, dear friend, so much. So you lose your hopes. So you lose your hopes to lose your anger. Was a Stoic quote. Let's say, men will cease being so angry when they cease being so hopeful. En ek sê nie dis waar nie, maar dit laat jou nog wel iets voel.
Okay.
No, so that's probably why. Hi, thank you, dear friends, for saying hello. Hi, bro. What a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, dear friends. I think winter coming had me that way, as well as the woes of adulting in general. I almost had myself convinced that it must be almost time to die or something. Being like, yeah, you know, since I've done this before, now I have to keep doing it for the next 60 years, you know. And then it feels like this, like what am I waiting for? You know, why not just die right now? Keep living, friend. Dying right now just makes things go away. Doesn't make the bad go away. Makes all of it go away. You're gonna have to translate that, Melty. Didn't you understand, Jordan? Seems like he works on a program that works on damaged parts.
Yeah, mostly damaged bearings, but yeah, almost any damaged rotating part in a damaged bearing, well, damaged rotating system. But yeah, mainly bearings.
Like, what does the sensor look like? Is what I'm curious about.
It's just accelerometers.
Oh, okay.
So it's yeah,
Basically, just mounts it to the
to the actual the
hub,
it's just-
maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the bearing goes inside.
Then you can find this version. Which college?
University of Pretoria.
The University of Victoria. Tux of Nux.
Tax.
Seems like you went to the program. I understand, Isaac. I have faith that we will overcome this, my friend. And of course, you know where to find me when you're ready for a new remedy. I also got oils and roller bottles now too. Thank you, dear Shine. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I did get a pull-up bar. Yeah, and still finally getting to hang daily to help the back, and it has helped incredibly. If any friends deal with tight, compressed lower back, just do some hanging. Great advice. Absolutely great advice. They say you're supposed to hang for at least 7 minutes a day.
Sure.
That's a lot of hanging, dude. I've actually tried. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of hanging. Do get some hanging in. Thank you for that encouragement, brother Isaac. I feel that too, Isaac. I literally get so emotionally unstable during the winter, although that is usually when I do the most psychedelics to counteract the bad mojo wobos. Thank you, Connor. Like, I mean, I kind of noticed a little bit of that energy fluctuation during this winter as well, but it got worse at the end, like really at the end of winter. Maybe it is like a transitionary period that we go through. You got this, friends. I have an awful lower back. I might need to try that. Do. Please do. Hang a little bit. From your arms. Grip a bar with your hands and then hang. I'll probably do that and
Jeans.
I'll probably do the and contoons. I'm excited for the coziness of it. I think I've got to focus on consuming positive media as well. Good, yeah, definitely. Been watching some shows that stick with the subconscious. I mean, you know, on that note, the show that I've watched recently is the new Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It's
Series.
yeah, it's like, and you know I've watched, you know, some violent things. It's the worst I've seen ever.
Isn't that the same as the game?
It is, but it's It's so brutal, and it's extreme. Like, and it's cool. It's cool brutal. Like, it's like Yossi. That's pretty cool.
Like anime or
Anime vibes, yeah, very much so. Like, you'll actually I think what it was like actually.
Mm,
Maybe. Like, I'm very into the whole cyberpunk, that's
I
coming
haven't
for our
checked any
future.
anime yet, so.
Mm, it's not anime in that way. It's anime in their freedom to kind of like work with animation and movement, but it's not anime in it's Engels ook. It's like
Yeah.
it's all of it is made with the intention of basically showing you a world in 2077 where people have these cybernetic implants, and there's something very real in that world called cyberpsychosis, where you keep getting more and more cybernetic enhancements to the point where you lose your humanity. And your humanity basically wants to still be human, but your robot side wants to be a killing machine, which it is. So you go full psycho, you go cyber psycho, and then you just become a killing machine. And it basically follows this main character who who exposes himself to a whole world. Let's say I don't want to spoil anything for the friends who might want to watch it, and then kind of like how this world ruins him, and you're like, oh, no matter how good or how powerful you are, if you're not careful, if you're not willing to respect yourself, right? You can literally ruin yourself. So Isaac, great advice, brother babe. What have you been watching that has been perturbing your consciousness? Suspending in a pool always helps me with my back. That also helps decompression a little bit. It's been amazing. Literally around 5 minutes of hanging, broken up through the day, has reduced my pain by like 60 to 70%. Dude, that's amazing advice. Gabby, good joining us, dude. David, nice to have you. The project sounds so super cool. Thankful to have met and listened to you, friend. How exciting is this moment for you? Thank you, dear Isaac. I appreciate your encouragement. Lolo, how many minutes of hanging per day? Technically 7. 7 minutes of hanging. That's a lot of hanging, and I don't hang for 7 minutes. So I'd be a hypocrite to be like, oh, no. But try, try a little bit of hanging. It will do you a lot of good. The family curls. Skip your handsome bro. Literally, the only one. My sister, my younger brother, my dad, my mom, and he was like, yeah, how about no, thank you. Of the curly. Thank you. Your handsome bro, Melty. Thank you, Joy V, for the love as well. I'd say about 5 to 7 minutes total in a day, though. So much, not too much. Yeah, exactly. I alleviate doing active and inactive hanging. Yeah, active is where you're pulling it in, and other one is just like hanging completely free. Active is shoulders engaged. Thank you so much for the advice, Isaac. Love to you all. I'm working sort of. Gabby-goo. Thank you for joining us too, friend. It's actually good. I played Cyberpunk. I just heard it came out. It just came out. And it's already been melted. Like in an instance. Oh my goodness, this is another Human on Melt stream. This is the beloved brother. I don't know if you can see him as well on the Reddit. You should be able to now. Thank you, Maxine, for joining us. It's nice to have you, friend. Inactive is totally relaxed, allowing your shoulders. So, Connor, yes, to answer your question, I do like stuff like that because my perspective by watching a show like that is that could potentially be the future we're heading into. And if I'm not willing to see what could be, then how could I ever hope to change what is? And it's this part of myself that knows you don't have to change anything. The best way to change things is to not change things and to allow yourself to be happy and to kind of like have change happen around you. But that being said, I don't really know if we want to live in the cyberpunk world. Not really. Not like that. That's a little bit dystopian, And you know what the biggest thing of that game is? Corpos. The most powerful entities in the world are not governments, but corporations.
Yeah.
And that's how it already is right now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit scary, but it is pretty cool. I mean, people have cool tech. Very, very cool tech. Dus ik wil je inzien bij iets. Dat je kan laten verstaan de komende show. Season 7, around 11 minutes in, there's a scene that I literally...
Season 7.
No, episode 7, excuse me. Yeah, episode 7 is a scene that I literally skipped back, I think 7 times to rewatch it. That's how cool it was, dude. I was like, yes, this is so freaking cool. Thank you so much, dear Isaac. Working as little as possible since I'm being paid as little as possible. His moves cup to like an inch to the left.
Right, love that.
That's. Oh, I'm gonna have to go for a walk for my smoke break again. I work in academic journals with some affiliations in South Africa. I hope to read your studies one day. In your studies like that, would you?
I don't think I'm allowed to.
Mm. Yeah, they actually work with technology, like stuff that they want to keep proprietary.
Not just that, also to keep the stuff private so other students don't use your work.
Oh,
Otherwise,
yeah.
they can just reference your stuff in the next.
Instead of doing the
project.
work themselves,
Yeah.
Dude, the future is gonna literally look at stuff like that and laugh. So they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "That's so stupid. Why would you do that?" It makes sense conceptually, like getting people to build the infrastructure to be able to solve their problems themselves, but we're already not doing that. Beans, thank you, Rambler, for saying hi to our friend. It's nice to have you too, man. I hope you're beloved as well. Like Rambler is actually farming hemp in America
Okay.
right now. Like he got a whole license and he has a plot full of hemp plants right now.
Sure.
For the seeds, for the oils, and I think for hempcrete is the stuff that they want to go into first. But eventually
You're also
you'll.
gonna do it, yeah.
I also want to do a hemp.
Hemp or cannabis?
Hemp. Yeah. So it's like the
What is hemp oil?
hemp oil,
Benefits,
like it's
yeah.
CBD. Oh my gosh.
Ah,
They used to buy THC
Not much.
anymore. It's just CBD. Tahoe Dream! Hello from Tahoe. So this friend called Tahoe Dream, when he started shooting in at first, he was not living in Tahoe. And during this process, he has got himself his ideal home in Tahoe, moved there. It's this beautiful scenery. He manifested the reality he wanted, and his name has been Tahoe Dream for much longer than he's been tuning into our stream. So this was his dream, and now during the stream, he's actually realized this dream, which is pretty cool. It's love to you, dear friends. Nice to have you. Kay Franas joining us too. Even Heather, how are you? I'm doing well. I have my little homie here with us again. He's back from university for a little bit. I feel you, Gob. I'm resistant to give a grain more than I have to at this great prison. Extracting as much as they can from your soul juice, dude. Squeezing the light out of you. God, there's such a vibe. You get what you pay for. Minimum wage means minimum effort. You guys understand. Such a comfort. You all are here. We're here with you, God. We love you. Goop same. So much love. But seven? Seven is a lot, I know, Lolo. Try 1 minute to start. Jack is here too. Great appearances. Hello, new face. This is my brother, Jack. It's nice to have you. Jack is 18. Does Mel's brother trip? I miss tripping with bro. Not yet. He's still. I think he's gonna finish university first, and then we'll have a psychedelic trip together. But it is in the workings, in the plans. He said to me that he's willing to at least now. Right? It's gone from like nah to maybe
At some point.
at some point. Yeah. But that's no longer gonna be a pusher on that one. I'll let you come to me. I'll have to give that a watch. We just watched Little Demon last night to giggle instead of Game of Thrones being like, okay, so all of the humans are terrifying the evil. Little Demon? Is that an anime? I don't think I've heard of that one before, Isaac. Sounds like it could turn some knobs on your subconscious, I must say. Many times has seven been mentioned in this stream so far. Seven, more sevens. Shannon, every single time Shannon identifies or resonates with the number seven. So every single time someone says seven, she's like, "What's yeah. Game of Thrones in particular, the last season may be rushed, but by God, he doesn't instill a sense of dread. I think I watched the new Dragons one, House of Dragons. Like I think I watched the first 3 episodes and I was like, nah, I can't again. Like the politics kind of kills me. An update of our new neighbor. She's a lot like Jasmine and we've been chilling and going on hikes and stuff with our doggos. It's been so nice, dude. Doesn't that sound nice, man? Doesn't that give you hope for the future? No sense of dread. You have friends that are your neighbors as well. That sounds like a win to me. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, sharing the love back, friends. Damn, I didn't know. Hell yeah, Rambler. Grow the fuck out of that hip. I would gladly purchase. Thank you for the encouragement, friend. Oh snap! I accidentally started growing my first hemp plant. I'm reading about hempcrete. It is going to affect the future in such a huge way. Yes. Oh yes. Like people don't realize that hemp is literally a super plant. You
Hemp,
can
what is hempcrete?
you basically after like growing the entire hemp plant, you strip the outside fiber, which they basically put through a machine to make clothing out of, and then that core in the middle, they chop it fine into little bits. You add lime. I think you add lime to it, just lime to it. You mix it with water, and then it makes these concrete blocks that sequester carbon after they've been built.
Sure.
So they still absorb more, and they are fire resistant. You can literally put a blowtorch for 24 hours up to it, or light on fire.
Sure. Okay, that's impressive.
It's really good shit, isn't it? Yeah. Hempcrete for the win. Much love to you too, Tahoe. You're an encouragement friend. Smart, good to wait for the right moment. It absolutely is. Thank you, friend, for that encouragement. Wait, that's your bro? Why did I think both of your bros were older? Because I'm immature? Maybe that's it, Heather. I don't know, friend. I mean, age is relative. It's very much relative. Thank you. We've broken the ice and must, and it can be much more relaxed now, and we can help out with each other's pups. That's nice. You can like actually be like, hey, I need to go somewhere. Can you feed my Doge? And they'd be like, yeah, I'll feed little Scott. Yes, pup play dates are key. Crazy how life works like that. Good connections, good life. Like it was crazy as well because just what, a few months ago, Isaac, you were telling me how even though you appreciate this space and the connection we have here, you're yearning for a personal, you know, one-on-one friendship. And then he told us that he took his little dog on a walk. Kind of, instead of pulling it in a direction, being like, no, we're going in this way, he followed the dog to kind of show him where he wanted to go. And then in following little Scott, they met this other couple who was taking their dog on a walk. And now these people are like neighbors of theirs, and now they've gone on hikes together, and
That's pretty cool, actually.
showing up, and actually making the connections. Thank you, Brother Isaac. Good morning, good afternoon, brother. We have friends in the cradle of life. Yes, we do. This is my brother. Like, like everybody thinks you're a friend because they've never seen you. Yeah. This is Rido. This is what Rido looks like. Neighbor girl with two pit bulls was hitting on me 6:30 a.m. Monday morning. Ah, yes, Gob. Gob has two huskies. Oh, Gob. I mean, the fact that she's hitting on you at 6:30 a.m. on a Monday morning. Like I have two feelings about that. One is that she was like wildly partying the whole weekend, and only at like 6:30 on the Monday morning was like, let me hit up this bitch. Or the alternative is she is extremely vigilant, waking up 5 a.m. on a Monday morning to go and get the week. And then is like after spending an hour and a half getting the week, she's like, let me get myself some gob nugget. I think either one of them, this sounds good to me. What did you think about that? I was way too sleepy to realize. Oh God. They're just like, what is this? What's happening right now? Walks past, and then later in the day realizes that I blow it. One of her dogs was leash aggressive and not vibing with my dogs. But she was like, this is fun. Let's do more stuff like this. Dude, that sounds amazing, man. I mean, would you? You want to? 6:30 is way too early for flirting. I don't think it's Gab's fault at all. It's completely on her. Flirting that early in the morning, you should expect bad results. Thanks. Thanks, Truth. My first lot passed inspection, so the first harvest will be in October the 2nd. I will stay in touch. Please do, Rambler. Keep letting us know how it goes, friend. Like the cool thing as well is I believe that this community will probably be very into the hemp kind of revolution that's coming in the future. And you are like on the cutting edge of that revolution right now, Rambler.
Good work.
Yeah, and we'll get to learn from him. So if other friends want to do stuff like that as well, instead of having to start from scratch, you can offer that as a service. Teach people how. Make even more of that monies. Rambler, manifest. Manifest the abundance. I was focused on not having a dog bite injury. Gob's mind was like completely like spoken for at that point, I guess. I'm hoping we get to be close as friends. Having people to communicate with helps me so much with my balance, and it's about time. I'm going insane with no friends up here. Isaac, you got this, friend. Best way to make friends is to go to places where you like going, and then to find people there who like going
Also
to the
like
same
it.
places that you go. Yeah. I was focused on not having a dog bite injury. Oh goodness, Gal, a flirtational altercation. Did you enjoy the conversation at least? I would. She's hot and sweet. Kind of hard to be flirty when half asleep and trying to not get dog bit. Like, he has two huskies, she has two pit bulls. So his mind was like 100% on high alert of like, how do I survive?
Yeah.
How does one survive this kind of ordeal? You dig, people? Walk your dogs twice, right? So hit on her back in the evenings. Maybe that's the way to do it. You know, tell her you'll go and walk her dogs, but on the caveat that she has to go on a walk with you. She's hot, but the dog is heated. Dog people sounds like Mega 69 has entered the chat. So that's just the running joke. Gateway process. We call her the Gateway Goblin. You know, she's a 3-year-old when it comes to her enlightenment life, but an infinitely old being when it comes to her goblin life. I know. So when there's like this like kind of like spammer bot called mega69.com that keeps like advertising hot girls, and then there's like porn site, you know, that like spams in the comments, and then gateway process is usually like whoo whoo sure. So now that we're talking about the flirtatiousness, she's like Mega 69's in the chat. I just had a profound deja vu. I'll see her again and lay on the Gavi charm. Yeah, puts on Gob Charm 5000. Like, is he having a stroke? What's wrong with him? So much love to you, Gav. You got this, dude. 2 huskies and 2 pit bulls is simply a recipe for disaster if the pits are not down for the vibes. Yeah, pit bulls are just like, I feel serious, and huskies are like, woo, let's play. And then the pit bulls could, you know, be like, how about no? Because it's jarring seeing 2 males on the screen. Do it, Gav. Little Demon is a Rick and Morty style show. And it's short and it was cracking me up. It sounds actually pretty good. I watched there's like an actual show about imps. I think it's called Imps? No, it's not called Imps. But it's also the show about these, they call themselves Imp, which is something immediate murder professionals. I think it's something like that. And it's basically these, you get like different hierarchies of demons in hell. And one of the hierarchies is imps. So they still look like demons, but they're imps. And then they get hired by demons in the afterlife to go and kill people in the real world. And like that's the premise of the story. And it was, I mean, like that's the vibe that came to me at first, at least. But it sounds pretty interesting what you're talking about, Brother Isaac. I love pit bulls. I just need more appropriate setting for introductions. Yeah, get them used to one another at least first. Get you used to them. Actually sounds dirtier than I on the leash in the street. Not so ideal. Yeah, it's the wild wild west out there. Melt, stop. Don't give me hope. You'll give me anger. Oh goodness, transform into anger. It's like hope and anger, friend. I feel it's about, you know, like, and I said this as well, that instead of saying that hope or not having hope is the way that we escape anger, it's to not have expectations that the hopes we have will absolutely be the way that we want them to be. That makes us angry. Do you expect it to work? You know, that's a real question to ask yourself, Isaac. Would you be okay with it even if it doesn't work out that way? Wait, who was on a leash in the street? Keep your fetish to your studio house. God. I'm just suddenly this alternate reality pops in my mind where, you know, Gav and this divine feminine entity was being walked by their dogs, you know, just like these two kind of like arms hooked in huskies walking their Gav, and then these 2 pit bulls walking their divine feminine. Oh goodness! And then this whole scene where she kind of like licks Gob's face, you know, and is like super excited to see him, but he's super concerned with not getting down. My mind is like really building this reality right now, and it's getting more contrived. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that, Joy V. Sup, Gub? You friends have been dying over here. Go shut it. Give me a break. I'm so vanilla. You dogs really do it for real matchmakers. Yeah, I mean, like, this is the second time, right? Dogs bringing people together. Hamilton Beckett, it's nice to have you here, friend. Hamilton, since joining, has lost 50 pounds, 25 kilograms.
Yo, well done.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Brother Bear? How's it been treating you? Man, I think I missed a few already. I was hitting on Gabi. Way older. I was hitting on Gabi in hopes of getting his full body. She was. But he didn't realize, so he couldn't whoop Bobby her. My real name is Dave, and my friends call me Doggy Dave. Doggy Dave. Double D. Call you Double D from now on, Gob. Gob Double D. Cause I love all dogs. All so he's like he actually works at a doggy daycare center as well.
Okay.
So like he's done streams where it's just like dog heaven basically. I'm still on the watch for a stoner friend. It's been so long since I smoked not alone. Whew. Technically same. You know, I have stoner friends, but I've been smoking alone for a while now again. I know the feel, dear friend. I know the feel. Every time I smell it, it's like a bloodhound sniffing. Where's the marijuana? I feel that, Isaac. Me too. Me too. I had that smell once in China, you know, and it was next to this hairdresser place where I literally stopped my motorcycle. Like I stopped and I was like, where? I kind of like walked up to the hairdresser and I could see the Chinese dude sitting in there seeing what I'm seeing. But I could also see that they weren't going to let me see what I'm seeing. And I was like, you know what? I can try and like use my Google Translate to be like, where is the weed? Someone tell me. But I could rather not. Oh goodness, that's a dream, yo. I want to build an Earthship out of hempcrete. Same, yeah, we'll do it. I just want to say, pushing the creek factor aside, your parents make handsome men. Thank you, Heather. The creep factor, I guess is what you were saying. No creep whatsoever. You're being loving. I have a feeling you're all unique and intelligent as well. It's a pleasure to know your family. It's a pleasure to know you, Heather. Thank you for choosing to be here, for getting to know our family. I'm down to build with you all and help out any way I can. Rambler, oh, you bet we're gonna take you up on that. What's up, man? Again, Hamilton is nice. Plot twist: the spam bot Mega69 is Gabi's pitbull stalker walker. That would be quite something, you know. Love, match made in heaven at that point. I got some hemp seed cream. It is really helping my ankle/foot. Keep using it. Use that Mother Nature for the healing vibes. The healing vibes. I can vibe with that dream. Same. Miss Molly, you've been missed, friend. 122. 122 pounds. It's like a person. He's like taking a person off of himself that I've lost. Congratulations, friend. You are a superhero, dude. Keep going. I mean, I guess you don't have to keep going if you've lost that much. Get healthy. Get good. I'm proud of you, friend. That's fantastic. You're an encouragement to all of us. Who is your friend, Mel? This is my brother. This is Rudo. This is my younger brother. Oldest of my younger brothers. Is that my problem? Hold on. I am bipedal. Being bipedal, dude. I kind of worry, I really wonder about the fact that we as bipedal human beings, is that what kind of like made us humans? The bipedal nature of ourselves? Would there be an alien species walking on all fours, building technology? It doesn't make sense to me that there would be. You know, I feel like evolution, or at least civilization as an evolution, only comes when we have hands to ourselves that we can do things with. Thank you. I don't know where that comes from. What? I think you were maybe talking about the dog joke I was making a little bit ago. I'm still on the watch for a stoner friend. Every time I smell it, I feel that. Isaac, that bloodhound is so accurate. Most of the times when I'm sniffing the air, on all fours sprinting towards them, don't want to smoke anymore. It's just like, are you seeing that? Yeah, there is in fact a dude running at us at all fours. Do not make eye contact with him. Let's quickly smoke our joint. Is that my problem, bipedal? Thank you, Frank, for joining me. I'm gonna pull us a card. I'm actually gonna have Rudo pull us a card. I'm gonna have him tell us to stop. I started exercising too, lifting small weights twice a day, 20 to 12 miles a day on the spin bike. Also, still on the opioids, still off the opioids, Xanax and all that. I even quit smoking weed so I could exercise more. Hamilton, like, I cannot tell you how joyous it makes me. Like, he shared the first time he saw my stream, he was like, fuck this guy. You know, like, who's this guy? Then the second time, he watched me dance, and he was kind of like still feeling into this resistance. And then the third time around, he's kind of like gone on this journey of like losing weight and taking care of himself. And ever since he's been I don't want to call you a fan, a friend. Ever since you've been a friend, Hamilton, it's nice to always see you here, friend. We see you, we love you. Thank you for being an encouragement and a support in our lives as well. You can get better. 122 pounds. That breaks my brain. It absolutely breaks my brain. And yet you did it, dude. You freaking did it. You're exercising. You're no longer taking opioids. Opioids is basically heroin. Well, opioids is usually like the pill form. Take a little pill, takes away the pain. You have taken away your pain, friend. Thank you. Thank you for that encouragement. Ek gaan gou hierdie deck shuffle. En dan gaan jy vir my sê wanneer ek met 'n kaart trek. Thanks, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I will, if you do too, friend. Thank you for your encouragement and support. Thank you for allowing me to be encouraging and supportive. If it wasn't for you being here now, then this wouldn't be now, right? Like I'm talking today about the best way to live is just to live right now. You can't live better. You can't live more. You can't, whatever, other than what is now, right in front of you. And then if you can like live fully into that, live fully into the now, you'll be just fine. Hamilton, thank you for doing that, friend. Yay, car time. This is unreal. I can just imagine it won't see us if I don't look at it. I'll just be like, whoop. Car time is the best. Much love to all of you friends. Thank you, Connor. You made our day as well, friend. It's so nice to have you here. We're gonna pull a card. Okay, goed dan. Dan gaan basically die kaarte so ik achteraf kan druk en dan moet je mij zeggen om te stoppen eventueel.
Okay.
Zo, say stop.
Oh, wow. Okay, stop.
Upright. Ooh, the owl. Owl Guardian. Je weet al zoals in my yoga call met onze idol. So it's a significant card for my actually. The Owl Guardian. You want to see? Huh, Maxine? Okay, I'll show you. Thank you for that. Man, the light isn't great. Kind of coming from the back. It's better on YouTube, interestingly enough. You can kind of see the silhouette. Owl with like a sun piercing through the clouds, a moon being held by hands. We actually do this as part of my yoga practice as well. There's a sequence called moon salutations, where you go from a child's pose, reaching up, then you imagine yourself gathering your hands around the moon, and then you pull it down back into child's pose, almost like putting the moon energy into the earth, and then you go through the rest of the cycle. So this is very synchronous to me right now. Thank you, Buto. Card number 15. It's a pretty card, it is, right? I want to know who did the art for these. She's called Francine Hart, Connor. Francine Hart. She's the maker of the little book as well, I believe. It made me think of the yoga too, Meld, right? Crazy. Thank you for tuning in. Yo, sofa. $50 says he's gonna tell me I'm sexy. maybe not sexy. He's gonna tell me I'm schmexy. sofa. No, you schmexy. Never seen that one. We haven't actually, Maxine. One more time before I read what it means. Card number 15, the Owl Guardian. It's a card of guidance, insight, and intuition. Owls are shamanic and guardian symbols for many cultures around the planet. In Hawaii, the owl, or puo, is one of the important family protectors and ancestral guardians known as the umakua. The tetrahedral diamond geometry of this card acts as a mirror of the many facets of your consciousness. The message the owl brings is one of guidance from the intuitive part of your being. Synchronicity and insight are likely indicators at this moment of your life. This is an excellent time to practice meditation and other techniques for connecting with your higher self. One fun and simple method is to try a bit of automatic writing. A great time to do this is the first thing in the morning when you are fresh from your dream time. However, any time will do. Clear your mind and start with the intention to connect with your higher self. Write without consciously thinking for as long as it feels right. A paragraph or two is plenty. Plenty. You may be surprised at the wisdom that comes from your higher self. Cultivating a genuine connection is not difficult, and appreciating the wisdom that dwells within you may aid in your ability to trust yourself. View the many facets reflected within and allow yourself to listen more closely to the insights and intuitions that are at all times available. The insights and the intuitions that are at all times available. We have a owl living in the copy as well. Like the last time I really pulled this card was at I don't know how to verbalize this. Die laaste keer dat ek die kaart getrek het was op daai dag gewees op my vriendin se was en ons DMT gaan kyk op die koppie. The last time I pulled this card, in a significant way to myself was when we went to the copy to go and smoke DMT. And then every single time we go to that copy, there's this owl that lives there. It kind of like flies from underneath there. And we pulled this card, kind of like had this card as one of the depictions, and then the owl flying away there, we were like, yeah, see, synchronicity. More synchronicity. This owl is blessing us on our journey. Maxine, Melt's little bro, your brother has helped bring me much happiness in my life since finding a stream. Every day I watch it with these loving people, and it helps inspire me to do better. Your brother is having a profound effect on people's lives. He really is.
Jy. Jy.
Yeah, me? No.
Yeah.
Jy ook goed. All of us do. Maxine, that's the point. That's the point. We do, and I feel the beauty of this space is the fact that instead of kind of like ignoring that power, we're using that power to make each other's lives better. The profound effect we have on each other's lives to make that a good one. Thank you, dear Maxine. Thank you so much for sharing that love, friend. I appreciate it so much. I love that card. I love you, divine friends, the infinite knowledge of our higher selves. Thank you. Thank you, Connor. That's the point. I don't know anything. You know what's going on, friend. Everything I'm saying, if you're like, yeah, that's true, Melt. It's not true because I said it. It's true because it's for you. It's in your heart, friend. You were so great. You are also great. Thank you for the time and for the words. Breathe in with gratitude and out with inspiration today. Thank you, Isaac, Brother Isaac. Thank you for coming to Melt, brother. Thank you, Connor, for the love. Joy V says, Max speaks true. I wake up every morning at 7 to share the love of Melt and you all. And we appreciate you so much for that, Joy V. Your presence is always noticed, friend. Why? So much love to you. Beloved Shanansky. Love to you too. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me today. It was a pleasure having all of you. I'll see you again very, very soon. Love you. Cheers. 3,352 mensen.